Hello everybody, my name is this is how it all started. I was watching a BatteryEvo video with Nick and Brian because they do the best deals online during their live feeds that are random, and so was looking into it for about a week, and then all of a sudden got a text message that they were doing this video, and came on. It was already running for, I don't know, a few minutes before I got on, and then there we go. You can see where I started commenting.
Will power your home. So you'll have enough battery backup to power your home for a good day or so, depending on how many appliances you're running. So if you're running too many appliances, you'll drain out the battery pack quicker. If you're in a blackout and you just have a couple lights on, maybe like a light AC or something, you should have plenty of power for multiple hours, maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Just depends on how efficiently you use the battery pack. But Manny, if you need something like this, $150 a day for a rental. Yeah, and SDG is they're pretty bad. I know. We had to do the research for the utility companies a long time ago. SDGE is very expensive. And they still have blackouts. So there's a couple things here that the G3, G4 can solve for you, Manny. It's one, it'll reduce your utility bills. You could go completely off-grid if you use the solar kit. And then during the blackouts, you won't have to worry about blackouts. You'll always have power. So it's a power outage protection device, and it's a utility reduction device.
So yeah, basically moved to our new house in Valley Center, and turns out it's in a fire zone. So what that means is that they schedule some blackouts when there's say some windy conditions that might take down power lines and cause fires, and so they turn off the power to everybody. Had a few of those blackouts so far and got pretty tired of it. So then that's what started me on the journey of getting a Walrus G4, and both Nick and Brian brought me up to speed on what the best bang for your buck is. Also saw a video by Minuteman. You can look that up, Minuteman, and then look up Walrus, and you can see a great review as far as how cost effective the Walrus products are. Let's see if I ask any more stuff.
If you're considering getting one, and then mostly care about the refrigerator. The refrigerator, if you just have that on, the G4 will run for days, maybe like 10 days straight. If you just have the refrigerator, because refrigerators use up about like 200 to 300 watts of power, maybe 500 on the high end, and you're gonna have 23,000 watts inside. 72820538 number. Let us know that you're looking to get one of these products, and then you can get a YouTube live pricing. It's the best way to get the best deal. We'll always have a deal.
And that's what I did. I ended up calling or texting that number, and then basically bought it that same day. I guess the promotion is while they have their video running, and maybe a couple hours afterwards as they catch up with all the people that text them asking regarding the deal. Let's see. I'll just fast forward. Here I'm asking how to route the solar, and they're answering more questions. I'm asking versus the G4 versus the G3. And then they were talking about the Mantis, which looks really nice, but it looks like it's wall mounted, and I wouldn't mind taking the G4 to my rental house that I have in case I ever need it there. But it's not the most portable, but it does have wheels, and I can, with a pallet lift and a pickup truck, can take it down to the other house. So not too much, and a ramp. Anyway, so the that's basically how it all started. I'll look for another little snippet from this video.
So text us in. That's 747-282-0538. Brian and I will get your text right here in this room. We'll hook you up with an exclusive quote. In the meantime, ask us your questions. You hear the AI tracks behind us. We want to tell you about the Walrus. We want to tell you about the Rhino, and so on and so forth. Manny Gomez.
Hello everyone, this will be documenting my electric grid independence journey with the Walrus G4, which just got delivered today. Here is the pallet. The packing list. It says 2 boxes and 500 pounds. I thought this thing weighed 400 pounds, but maybe with the pallet and all the packaging, we add another 100 pounds. And there's a space it will go to. We have a solar system. This is the sub panel, which we will be connecting an interlock switch. Here is the interlock switch kit, which will basically add a master circuit, and then the Walrus G4 circuit or generator inlet circuit, and you can have either one or the other on at one time. That way it doesn't backfeed to the grid and potentially hurt any utility employee. Also delivered today is a generator inlet. And this is how the Walrus G4 will be supplying power to the house. So this will be installed somewhere, and it'll give power to the sub panel, and that will power all these circuits and possibly more to get added. These have all the lights within the house, but we'll probably put some other circuits there too, so that maybe possibly the air conditioning unit and some other stuff will be powered by the Walrus G4. To supply electric power until I get a separate solar system or tie into the grid tied solar panels, we'll most likely just use AC power during the midnight rates, which are the cheapest from the utility. And so we'll charge after midnight, whatever we use during the day. The first priority was to have a backup unit in case of blackouts imposed by the utilities during fire seasons here in Valley Center, California. Well, I'm going to pause now while I unwrap the G4, or maybe I'll film that as well. So we'll do a quick walk around again. It says the Walrus Inverter G4, 12 kilowatt. Here is possibly some cables. As it should, I think, include two NEMA cables, both for plugging it and giving power to the house, as well as taking power from the house. There's a slight hole, but you can see that it is wrapped in foam, so no damage. Even though there was holes on this cardboard, but I don't think there were any holes on the plastic wrapping. But there you go, and here's the actual Walrus G4. Okay, I'll be right back after a call with BatteryEvo. I think they have a tutorial session online right now. And I'm back. I printed out the manual, old school. I guess I could have just downloaded onto a tablet, but just so you know, there is a manual online at the BatteryEvo website. And here are the names of those cables I couldn't remember. It's a NEMA 1450R, and that's what I'll plug into the wall to power up the batteries. And then on the other side, or on the flip side, you would use these other either SS250s or F1430s to power the house. So if we were to look at the generator inlet right there, and this is where one of those big fat cables is going to go. And that's how that'll go. Now, something that's missing from the actual manual is, I guess, this step where you have to plug it in and connect the top section to the bottom section electrically. So that's what I'll do now. Let's see, we'll flip this around. And this is not the correct side, so but let's put that Wi-Fi antenna. Here we go, and let's bring it this way. The great thing about this is that it has a locking, it has wheel locks, so I'll do that now. There we go, and that'll prevent the Walrus from trying to escape again. So here we'll put that. Oh, I also downloaded the app from the Google Play Store. But here is that's nice and tight and connected. So the Wi-Fi antenna is there. Let's open this up. This is the input for the solar, the breaker, and a ground. This is your AC out, max 50 amp. And so now I will connect. Now here's the thing, I had to actually go to the website, and there were some G3 videos created by BatteryEvo that said that these things have to be connected. It wasn't G4 specific, but it was for basically Walruses, in that they sell G3s, Arctics, and other Walrus branded products. And here we can see what that looks like. Now something else is, I think the G3 also came with a network cable to connect the top part to the bottom part for communications. I didn't see that in our packing, so I don't get one of those cables. I'm not sure if it's necessary for the G4 or not. I would think so, but let's find out. And here it is. And that's for something else. I think that's for connecting additional batteries. And this is for connecting the top to the bottom. Now there isn't another RJ45 or RS45 jack anywhere else, so I guess it's not necessary to connect the communications cables. Now let's see how I do in connecting this to there. It looks like it just slides in. So I was actually able to connect it to, once I unscrewed this from the bottom of the base unit, I was able to give it that inch that it needed to be able to connect to the top part. There's a little power button here, which I'm about to press. And I just heard a click. Freaked me out for half a second, but it is now on, it looks like. Let's see what we have here. Let me give it a little swivel. Oh. Let me see which one. I think that unlocks it. Good. And here we go. Let's lock those wheels in. Let me. That's locked. That's maybe locked. Let's see. Get those locks where I can see them. There we go. That's locked. That's locked. Okay, so this isn't going anywhere. Let's see, can you guys see that? I'm going to turn it on for the first time. Nice. I really like that little animation it had. Let's see if I can lower the camera towards the screen some more. There we go, and let's turn it off again. I heard a click, and there's the off. So the screen went on and off, and this time I want you guys to view the really cool animation. And there you go. Now, as I said, I had to look online for that piece of information to connect this to this, which it comes obviously separated, and so you have to connect it, but it shows you online to unscrew the little back panel and connect those Anderson connectors. Excuse me. As you can see, here is the startup screen. It looks like I have Voltage 94.5. State of charge is 90%, so that's great. It's basically as high as I want it to go. I'm going to treat this just like I do my electric vehicle batteries. Take it up to 80 or 90 state of charge, and that'll make the batteries last for years longer, is what I hear. And so, see if I can keep this camera from falling over. And there we go. And let me see, English, good. It says it's a touch screen. Let's see what status. It says 120 volts, output frequency, AC charge amp, photovoltaic up to 80 amps. Priority is AC. Saving mode is off. And then we'll start looking at the configuration later. I do not know the password, so I won't touch that yet. Events, nothing. System time looks pretty accurate. Today is the 19th, and I have that it is 6:48 p.m. and I think that says 5. So I don't think it's set up for daylight savings or whatever time it is on this touch screen. I'm gonna have to adjust that. I guess the next step is to install the app. So I've downloaded and I'll give that a shot now. I'll come back later. Hello everyone, so this is our first test of the whole house battery generator, and I brought it down to, what does it say? It says 243, 6600. Oh, here we go. And it's 84 volts and a state of charge of 52. So brought it halfway down, and that was over 12 hours of whole house, using whole house fan, washer machine, basically living life normally with the grid power shut down. We installed it into that generator inlet we got installed yesterday and are now using it. This is all plugged in. Here is the out, and it goes to the generator inlet that goes to the panel and powers our basically pretty much everything in the house. What we didn't have powered by the Walrus G4 is the HVAC or air conditioning unit, only because I don't have a slow or soft start for it yet. Once I get a soft start, then I will give that a go. Anyway, I hope this helps. So far, the BatteryEvo Walrus G4 is working as described, and I am very, very happy with it. Bye. Hello everybody, here I am recording the app. Let me get out real fast so you guys can see it start up. I click on the BatteryEvo app, and then it always asks to bind the phone, bind email. I've never been able to get the bind phone to work. It lets you enter your phone number, and it's supposed to text you back something. I have bound or binded the email quite a few times, and that's just to get it working at least once or the first time. But I think there's a bug in this app because it says it is detected that your account has not been bound to a mobile phone number or /email, but it has, or otherwise I don't think I've been able to get it going this far. But as you can see, I did the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi setup for the app. I think the instructions are also in that PDF manual you can download from the BatteryEvo website. And here you can see that my whole house is currently running off the Walrus G4. It is running with 244 volt output. Has an 11% load, probably because either the washer or dryer is on right now for a close. And I've had it on pretty much all day, and it's now at 66% state of charge. It's 10:30, so I'll probably let it run for an hour and a half longer. So it'll might go down to maybe 50% by the time I switch over back to grid power, and by then I'll be on SDGE's lowest rate. So right now it's on I don't know, I guess the off peak. At midnight it turns into super off peak, but from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. I've had it running where that is on peak hours or peak hours, and those are the most expensive. So the Walrus G4 is already saving me money by running it during the most expensive time or tier, and then charging the battery back up either at the lowest price that SDG&E provides at the midnight rates, or during my solar hours. So basically I'll let it charge off the solar panels I have. Now my solar panel system is grid tied right now, so I have to actually plug the BatteryEvo or the Walrus G4 rather into the wall, into the same type of 50 amp I think it's called a 5040R or something like that. The big fat cable, it's a NEMA 1450R, where the same type your type 2 or electric vehicle charger uses. So if you're charging your vehicle at 240 versus 120, you know what I'm talking about. It is a heavy duty plug, and it charges the Walrus pretty quickly. So here right now, no AC input coming in, and it is currently running the whole house. I don't know if there's anything here. That's where it's been turned on. Oh, I unplugged it for a little bit, and that was by accident when I was taking a picture of the label. You can see the big drop off. I think I upset everybody in the house for, I don't know, a couple minutes, and then plugged it back in, and we're running again. But that at least shows you there. And I guess I'll look into what all this stuff means at a later time. No alarms. Device type, I don't know what the heck that all means, but I will look it up. Suffice it to say, this is working. The app is working just fine.